So we are dropping you straight into a fractured crater on Planet Chard today. The golden-haired warrior, Parsley, is on one knee, coughing up blood. She is just reeling from the attacks of the massive tyrant, Gore-Shash.
It's such a visceral scene, and what really makes this chapter work so well is how it grounds fantasy combat in actual physics,
Mm-hmm.
Because Gore-Shash relies heavily on dark plasma and void energy beams.
Right, and the text specifically notes that this dark plasma isn't just magic.
Yeah, exactly. It actually consumes the surrounding light and oxygen to generate this sheer, overwhelming mass. I mean, he's using these heavy, brutal attacks to literally drive Parsley through the planet's crust.
It really is like a lightweight fighter willingly running headfirst into a freight train. I mean, their fists meet dead center,
Yeah.
and a shockwave instantly pulverizes stone pillars within like a 50-meter radius.
Yeah, and to survive that, she can't just meet force with force. Gore-Shash is basically a wrecking ball trying to demolish the entire building, while Parsley is, well, vibrating at a frequency designed to shatter the load-bearing pillars.
Right, she uses supersonic speed and rapid precision combos.
Exactly. It's that classic matchup of kinetic energy, right?
Yeah.
Mass versus velocity. Gore-Shash obviously has the mass, but Parsley has the velocity. So she's systematically widening the microscopic cracks in his armor.
But, I mean, that precision strategy is brilliant in theory, but only as long as you don't actually get hit.
Right, when you're fighting a walking tank like Gore-Shash, one single mistake is fatal.
Which brings us to the turning point of the fight. He finally gets his hands on her, grabs her by the face, and just slams her through 3 jagged cliff walls like a rag doll. And then he actually mocks her legendary power.
And this is exactly where the mechanics of her power system shine. Because instead of breaking, her golden aura violently reignites with, like, double the intensity.
Yeah, and it's not just some cliche burst of willpower either.
No, not at all. The reading notes point out this fascinating detail. Her aura actually functions as a biokinetic feedback loop. She is actively absorbing the kinetic energy from his brutal beatdown and converting all that raw impact into her own power.
Okay, but we have to unpack this part. Because she absorbs all that energy, looks down at him, and tells him he is too reliant on brute force.
Yeah, that dialogue is great.
Wait, she calls out his brute force, but then she immediately forms a sun-sized sphere of golden energy and drops it directly on his head to melt the planet. I mean, isn't that the ultimate brute force?
Oh, you're entirely right to call out the hypocrisy there.
Yeah.
I mean, dropping a literal sun on someone isn't exactly subtle.
Not at all.
But if you look at the sequence of events that made that attack possible, it makes perfect sense. It's actually all about the setup. That final golden cataclysm was only viable because Parsley first used her superior agility to outmaneuver him.
Oh, right. She ducks that wild haymaker first.
Precisely. She slips under the haymaker, slides right along Gore-Shash's arm, and shatters his chest plate at the exact structural weak point she spent the whole fight priming.
Wow, yeah. So that final planet-melting blast wasn't just a blind swing. It was a tactical execution on a totally broken defense.
Absolutely. The brute force was really just the finisher. The fight itself was won in the precision.
It's such a great reminder for anything, honestly. Overwhelming power is completely useless if you haven't done the tactical groundwork to strip away your opponent's defenses first.
Yeah, even if your opponent is a giant alien tyrant.
Right, exactly. But it leaves you with a really fascinating structural question. As Parsley stands victorious over that melted crater, and a single, quiet heartbeat echoes, you have to wonder.
Oh, definitely.
If the author is willing to melt an entire planet's geography in Chapter 5, what on earth is the scale of the conflict being saved for Chapter 50? I mean, where do you even go once you've already dropped the sun?